Hey YouTube, coming at you with something a little different here. Normally I'm covering the books I'm reading, but I thought I'd maybe discuss the Blu-ray now and then. And this is a recent release by Kino Cult. Um, this is the 1972 film by Jess Franco called The Vengeance of Dr. Mabuse. And our connection to Fritz Lang's Mabuse films is tenuous at best, but such was world history at the time. The film is presented in German with English subtitles. Um, I don't think there's ever been an English language release. Certainly no English release here in the U.S. And there is a Spanish version, which is actually shorter than this. It is not included, but it is discussed in the commentary track by Troy Howarth and Nathaniel Thompson. The presentation is good overall. There's some really good shots in here that translate really well. The nighttime scenes, not so much. There's an extended scene that I didn't even know what was going on. Some of that I'm sure is inherent in the original filmmaking, and some of it just through degrading film and all that. But the fact that you can get this now, I bought this for a sale price of $15, and that's amazing. Back in the 90s, 2000s, you would have paid 25 to 30 bucks for a VHS bootleg of this, which would have looked terrible, blurry, often in a language you don't speak, and no subtitles. So the fact that we get something like this at this price is, to me, amazing. The film's not the best. It's not going to win any Franco fans over. At least I'd be very surprised if it did. But every Franco fan's journey is different. Not mine, certainly. Mine began with a TV broadcast, and then later with a Tim Lucas article in the first Video Watchdog back in 1990. I kind of wish we could have time for a Tim Lucas track on this. Nathaniel Thompson and Troy Howarth do a fine job. I'm a big fan longtime fan of Nathaniel's. He's been writing on film for a really long time. His work appeared in the Video Watchdog that I mentioned. But he also released, I think, about 4 volumes of DVD Delirium here. These are all reviews. Definitely worth. Now we're into 4K and everything like that, but his writing is still valid. A lot of history there. Don't discount such a book. There's a lot of good stuff there. You can also visit his Mondo Digital site for all his current reviews. He and Troy seem to team up quite a bit on these Kino releases. He also teams up with Howard Berger and such. I'm a bigger fan, commentary-wise, of Tim Lucas, who did this one for Lord of the Exorcist, which is also by Kino Cult. This is a very dense commentary, information-wise, on this track. Tim's he's got a great commentary style, but sometimes he can hit you with you'll start wanting to look up a whole bunch of stuff. There is a lot of information discussed here, but the style is more of almost like podcast friendly. Two guys chatting about the likes and dislikes and whatnot. Again, decent presentation. The film clocks in at only 76 minutes. So you're not staying too long. Some of the comedy is pretty dumb, but some of it's funny. Eva Stromberg of Vampires Lesbos fame is in this. I really wish she was in the film more. She's really good. Yeah, I just saw that there's a documentary on her, which I'd really like to see because outside of what I hear in commentary tracks, I don't know a lot about her. I really wish she had been in more features. So nice release by Kino here. Definitely good, great deal for the price, given it was a very, very obscure kind of movie. They also just released another Franco film. Forgetting the title right now. Death on the Staircase or something. I forget. Sorry, but I definitely want to pick that up as well. So you're not gonna win, like I said, not gonna win over any Franco fans. But if you like oddball cinema, a little mystery and little mad scientist kind of espionage type stuff, you might dig this. But I'm not gonna say definitely check it out because it's definitely not for everyone. Thanks for listening.